Hello everyone, hopefully you're doing well. In this video, we're going to continue with section 1C, sets and Venn diagrams. So if you missed the first part of this recording, I strongly advise you to go back. That's where we talked a lot about set, that is a collection of objects. We talked about John Venn. We invented the Venn diagrams, that's represent all you know, set using circles inside of a rectangles. They can be subset, they can be disjoint, or they can be overlapping. So strongly advise you to go back. I didn't want the previous video to be too long. I'll come back with these two examples that we need to cover. The first one is use the Venn diagram to answer the following questions. Assume that all the people at the conference are either local, I mean, living with the local region, or not local, from far away. But this is the Venn diagram down here. As you can see, it is right there. You can do whatever you want here with it. But this is the Venn diagram we're gonna use to explain these problems. All right, so we're gonna do it together. With at any time, do not hesitate. If you can reach out to ask questions, please do so. The first question they ask you, how many people are at the conference that are employed, have a college degree, and are not local? So remember, if you make your list up here, you see it for the local, they said employed. So if you look at employed, you would see there are how many people that are employed and have college degree. So the intersection between employed and college degree is right there. It's 16. I don't know if you have a chance to see it. It's right there, right? So, or I'm gonna just change the color to make sure you can see it. It's right there, okay? So at this point, we can conclude that for this one, it would be only 16 because 16 that have a college degree employed but not local. We cannot include local in it, so we're gonna take only that 16 that have these two. The second question is number two. How many people at the conference are unemployed and local? Unemployed, if they said it was employed, we're going to take this 8. But now they said it's unemployed, so we cannot take that. So, but local, the total local, that's because if I take also 11, 11 would be part of the employed, but we said unemployed, those who don't work. Unemployed means those who don't work. In this case, you only have 4 plus 20, that make it 24. Remember, we're dealing with the unemployed. Uh, you know, um for this one, right? Unemployed. Now, let's go with the next questions. How many for C? I don't know if we can read it here for number 3. How many people at the conference are employed, local, but don't have a college degree? Employed, local, but don't have a college degree, right? Employed local don't have a college degree, so that's the only thing that has employed and local, but you cannot include this the 11 or the 16 or the 20 with it. It's only 8. So number 3 would be 8. So number 3 is 8. Okay. For number 3 is 8. Okay. Now see next. Number 4, how many people are at the conference? Now you only need to add them up all together, right? You're gonna find the answer. How many people are at the conference, right? So what we can do here, uh, the number of people that are at the conference, we can just add them. I think this sentence, let me verify how many local. If you please, how many local people? How many local people? Okay. apologize for the typo because number 8 said the total. It was a little bit confusing. How many, how many local people? Local people means we need to add everywhere we see local. Local is everything here, right? Is that circle. So all you need to do is add them all. You add 4 plus 20 plus 8 plus 11. Then you would find 43 people are local. But of course, some of them are employed, some of them are only local, some of them has college degree, some of them has all three. So we already know what to do with this one because we're dealing with only local. Next questions, number 5. They said, number 5, how many people at the conference are employed, have a college degree, and are local? How many people has all three? Yes, 11. Only 11 meet that criteria. You see, only 11 people are local, um, employed, and have a college degree, all three at the same time. So, right? So, hopefully, you get this part. Let's go with the next questions. How many people at the conference are employed and not local? They are employed and not local. Okay? People that are in the conference that are employed and not local, remember, we cannot take anything that has local in it. So we cannot take any, even though these two are in the circle for employee, we cannot take them. We only need to take those that doesn't have local. So those that doesn't have local are these two, is 6 plus 16. 6 plus 16 is 22. Okay, 220 people at the conference that are employed and not local, right? Let's go for the next one. I know that's required a lot of thinking because that's why we call it critical thinking or thinking critically is because sometimes you need to do some analysis of the data provided. How many people at the conference are employed, not local, and don't have a college degree? Employed, and oh no, sorry, not employed. How many people are unemployed? Unemployed, not local, and don't have a college degree. If you remove all, I mean, that person is not employed. I mean, those people don't have a job. They are not local, and they don't have a college degree. How many in total you see? Yes, that would be only three. The three outside. It's right there. Okay, the three outside. Okay. Now let's see the last questions. How many people in total are at the conference? Well, to find the number of people at the conference, all you need to do is add up all these together because they are already well organized. You need to do a plus 20 plus 9 plus 16 plus 8 plus 11 plus 6 plus 3. I don't know if I missed any. That would be 77 people in total who attended that conference. All right. So that's an example you need to review and probably, answer some more questions. You can even formulate answers. Now, the next exercise, feel free if you didn't get that one, you can come back and review and we will do it. So the next questions for this one is a survey of 150 people, 50 college students revealed the following data on the number of uh, them who own smartphone, tablet, and laptop. So if I said S for smartphone, I said T for tablet. When you construct a Venn diagrams, L for laptop. When you construct a Venn diagram, it's better for you to have a letters instead of writing the whole words for all of them. So if I construct those overlapping, I'm gonna have That's one. That's two. Okay, this circle is terribly terrible, right? Let's try it. It's gonna be okay. For us, we're gonna call, I mean, the universal set is this one. We're gonna have S for smartphone here, T for tablet here, and L for laptop here. Now you can put numbers if you want. They said 51 smartphone only, so we can put the 51 here. All right. So they said also 8 tablet only. They said 12 laptop only. So when you take the only, now you need to take all three. All none. None is outside, so it's gonna be a two. No, no, all three is one. The one is right there. Now they said S intersect T. So wherever you see S, because all three is S intersect T intersect L. So all three. But S intersect T is 35. S intersect T is 35 right there. But I cannot put 35 because I already put one. So what I can do is put 34. 34 plus 1 is 35, right? Now, smartphone and laptop. So I'm going to set S intersect L. S intersect L is 37 because there is already one. I'm going to put 36 here. Now, I'm going to have also tablet intersect laptop. So they said, how many is this one? Is 4. Because I already have one, I'll put 3. Well, we're done. We construct a Venn diagram. Now we're ready to answer each one of them because they said draw that's part A. Draw a three-circle Venn diagram that summarizes the results of it. So you see the intersections are very important. I put those only, then I put all three because 34 plus 1 is 35, 36 plus 1 is 37, 2 plus 1 is 4. So we know what we're doing. So once we do that, the next question they ask us to do, how many students use at least a smartphone? So see everywhere you can see they use smartphone. Uh, this is at least a smartphone, right? Now, how we gonna do at least a smartphone? We need, you know, to take everything inside of that circle. So for S for smartphone, we take at least. How many students list at least a smartphone? 51 plus 34 plus 36 plus 1. Then I can add, I'm gonna grab my calculator because I don't have these answers. I have 51 plus 34 plus 36 plus 1. That make it 122. Okay, that's 122. Okay. Now, how many students used a tablet, or a laptop? When we said or, means you need to take everything inside of these two. Okay? Tablet, but they don't ask you to whether they use a smartphone. So we need to avoid taking smartphone for this one. How many students use a tablet or a laptop? So we know the number of students who use a tablet or a smartphone. We're gonna take everything that's common for tablet and laptop. Those are the one, okay? But of course, otherwise we could add everything else except S. But the problem, we don't want to use these. We take only tablet and smartphone. So that would be 12. plus 8 plus 3, that make it 23. Okay? That's very important to verify and see the answers for these because, they're going to ask you those questions all the time. All right. Now we're done with these examples. We can continue to answer some other ones. Next questions would be, all right, so please verify. And of course, as I said, it's extremely important to look at it. Okay. How many people? Because the first questions was how many people? I think the first one we said add up the number of people. Hold on. I think I made a mistake with the numbers I put there. Okay, they already give us those numbers. I apologize for these. I just realized they said 30 S intersect T is 35, so that's really 35. Only this one, only. And this one is 37. I was not supposed to change it. Those are only. Because they are only, I'm gonna leave it like this. We have 35. Okay. Now, my concerns, the first answer was incorrect. I need to fix it as well. Okay, I just noticed my mistake because we said how many students use at least a smartphone? At least a smartphone would be everything inside of that circle. We said 51 plus 35 plus 37 plus 1. That make it, now I can use my calculator for it. That's 124. So apologize for my mistake. Now, the same way, I'm going to review for how many students use a tablet or a laptop, tablet or a laptop. It's everywhere you can see either tablet or laptop. We don't, because they don't say only, we're gonna take everything, where we see tablet and laptop. Okay. So the same way you see there is, we take everything in these two circles. Okay. Gonna take everything in these two circles, right? Okay, let's do it. I think 37 plus 35 plus 1 plus 4 plus 12 plus 8. Please try to add them all together. I'm gonna try. I put 37 plus 35 plus 1 plus 4 plus 12 plus 8. That's 97. Remember, they don't say only. That's why I take everything. It's important to take everything I see in that circle. Okay. Now we answer the second questions. C, how many students use a laptop or a smartphone? Now for D, D as in dog, we're gonna have to check for D as in dog. For D, how many students used a smartphone and a laptop, but not a tablet? A smartphone and a laptop, but not a tablet. So from the data, the number of students who use a smartphone, smartphone and a laptop, but not a tablet. So as you can see, it's only 37 then, right? The only number you can see here that is using both is 37, right? So we can just go ahead and say this is 37. Many students use a smartphone and a laptop. Remember, we said and, not or. If we said or, then we could take 51 also, we could take 12, but they said and. And is only the intersections. All right, so hoping that makes sense to you. Now, next questions is E. How many students use exactly two devices? Take everywhere you see two. There's two, two, and two. Two devices, that means you need to do 37 plus 35 plus 4. When you add all of this together, it gives you 76. Okay? Voila. I remove it. Oops. That was 4. Okay. Now, let's go with the last questions. How many students use the laptop or a smartphone, not a tablet? So I don't know if I should leave this answer for you. Okay. How many students? We said for this one. Okay. For what letter it is? Oh, it is F. We did E already. So that would be F. How many students use a laptop? How many students use a laptop or a smartphone? All means we take everything but no, except tablet, okay? Except tablet. We're gonna do 51. All means, either all of the tablets or all of the smartphones, all of the laptop, but not tablet. So let's say we have 51. Yes, I agree. 37 is also on it. And 12, because we cannot take 35 because tablet is in it. We cannot take one tablet is in it. We cannot take 4. So we only need to add these 3. So we see that would give you 100. 100 use a laptop or a smartphone, but not a tablet, right? Okay, so those are a few examples you can use to complete to understand the material so you can complete assignments. I'll come back with analyzing some arguments. In the meantime, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. Take care. Have a good day.